Yeah. Check, check, 1, 2. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Uh-huh. Let's cut the lights on. Let's go. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's switch it up and let's bounce over here. Music. Everything should be Gucci, and yes, it is. All right. Let's get on with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Twitch citizens, y'all know who this is. It's the boy Tru Inferno. Today's day is Sunday, June the 29th. I messed up with numbers today. Hey, Cooper, thank you for the luck. I know what you're about to do. And hey, Lady Love Mouse, welcome to the live stream. Cooper, thank you for being a member. Love you. All right. So, Global Go Fest. If you're in, let me see. Who's doing this right now? The Pacific Standard Time, Alaska, and Hawaii. Their Global Go Fest is still going on. Everybody else, it's over. It's done. It's a wrap. It's finito. So we're gonna be talking about it. We're gonna be, and even if you're still going on, you can still hop in and you can still talk about it. If you still got Pikachu raids, I'm still looking for that shiny Pikachu. I have not, spoiler alert, I do not have that shiny at all. So if you still have Pikachu raids, send them my way, especially on my friends list. All right, so here we go. We're about to get things started. First and foremost, we need to get our special guest in here, who is live on Twitch. Actually, he's live as well. Dittobase is live on Twitch, so that's the link right there. So, actually, I want to fix something before we go anywhere else. Let me see. We're gonna say, let's see. Okay, there we go. So I fixed something. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna get them in here, and then we're going to get this started. So let's see. We're going to do a voice call, and let's see if they join. Let's see. Obviously, they should be joining. Yo, yo.
Yo, Drew, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Cool. Tad bit loud there, but yeah, we are Gucci. Okay. So, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Just turn it down a little bit. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I was telling my chat that you are live on Twitch right now. That's the only place you're live, right? Or are you live anywhere else?
I'm multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch right now.
Oh, okay, okay. I need to find that YouTube. Okay. So, this is a first. Like, you're the first person to do this. Out of all the guests that I have on the Tru Inferno Show, you're the first to actually live stream it as well. So, this is going to be an unusual experience for me, but we're going to make the best of it.
You could just pretend like I'm not even live. Just treat it like any normal show. But I figured, yeah, why not, you know, both of our communities, give them a place to tune into Tru Inferno Show. I'll take a second and just say, chat, if you're not already following Tru Inferno, check him out over on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, X, your Threads, Blue Sky. You're everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, even Spotify, Bandcamp, anything right. You listen to music. Right? Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. And I have a new announcement regarding some music this coming month, which is interesting because we're gonna be talking about what's happening this coming month in a few short minutes. But yeah, it's kind of hard to like ignore that you're live because I want your community to get involved as well. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. So I want to hear from everybody regarding the topics that we have lined up today. So with all of that said, let's not waste any time. Let's get on with it. So we're going to switch on over here and we're going to start off with the number one topic. The number one topic, anybody who is in either one of our chats, if y'all play Pogo, y'all know what y'all were doing this weekend, and that's Global Go Fest. So I'm not sure, Ditto, do you release any blogs? So I'm not sure if there's any shinies that you have that you don't want to give away. If that's the opposite, then you can let them fly in terms of what shinies you got, any shinies that you were looking for that you did get or did not get, and all that jazz. So I'm gonna just let you have the floor regarding your Global Go Fest experience.
Yeah, sure. No, there's nothing secret. I was actually going over my catches this weekend with chat before you called me up here. So what should I start with? What I didn't get, or what I did get? What do you think?
Let's start with what you didn't get. Let's get the bad out the way.
Let's get the bad out the way. I like that. Okay, so I did not get the red flower flabebe.
Oh,
Pretty bummed about that. I got the other ones, all the other color flabebes. Did not get the shiny red flower flabebe. So that was an L for me this weekend. I could definitely trade for it, but I love to get my own. I love to see the shiny sparkles and grab a screenshot. So unfortunately, did not get that one. Got the blue one, yellow, orange. Could not get the red one. What else? Let's see. Skiddo. Did not get a shiny Skiddo during, I forget which habitat that was, but
which one was that?
It was was it the third habitat?
No, that was Pachirisu.
Pachirisu, the second habitat then.
Yeah, I think it was the second.
With Torkoal.
Yes.
So that was the Galvanic Dojo, I think. I have it written down.
Yeah, I believe so. Matter of fact, let me check my notes. But yeah, I believe that is the case. Yeah, the Galvanic Dojo. Yep, that is. Okay.
So didn't get the Skiddo. I did pick up a Skiddo in Jersey and in Paris. I was hoping to get one at each Go Fest that I went to, but that one also eluded me.
Right. And also for clarification, you did not go to Osaka, right?
That's correct. I did not go to Japan. I've never been to Japan. I'd love to go. You've been, right?
Twice.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, you gotta make that happen. But back on topic. Any other shinies that you're looking for that you didn't get?
I didn't get a good Zacian with the background, the global background.
Mm-hmm.
I really love the global backgrounds this year. They're really good, surprisingly good. They look better in the game than they did when I saw them on the official blog post with all the different backgrounds displayed.
Oh, okay.
When I first got that Zamazenta, I was remote raiding Friday night before our Go Fest started here in the US. And my first raid was a non-shiny Zamazenta with the background, and I was just like, wow, this is awesome.
Okay, cool.
So I got a shiny Zamazenta with the background that I already did power up. I powered it up on stream just a few minutes ago.
Oh, nice.
I did not get a good shiny Zacian with the global background, so I'm gonna have to lucky trade for one at some point. So yeah, I think those are the three things that I was looking for but did not get.
Okay. So before I give a short summary of my experience, chat, this question for you guys: how was your global Go Fest? My chat, Ditto's chats. How was your global Go Fest? That's my question for everybody. All right, so jumping into mine. So yesterday I was actually at a community ambassador because they were doing a meetup at a park that I've never been to before, but it was big and there was a lot of stops and a lot of gyms. Now granted, some of those gyms were planted there just for this weekend. That's some of the benefits and perks that community ambassador have. They can actually have gyms at the places of their meetups. But yeah, this place was great. I have to say, out of all the global Go Fests where I was walking around at a park, I'd say this was the most that I caught in one day. I'm not gonna say the number. Y'all gotta wait till tomorrow to see what it is, but it was massive. And for me, there was not much that I needed. I only needed one more blue flower flabebe. I needed 3 Frigibats because I got none in Jersey City, which was a crime. And I needed a shiny Pachirisu. So, and all of that was at the Hypnotic thing. And then, of course, the 3 Pikachus and the Zacian and Zamazentas shinies with the background. So, I'm not going to give much a rate, but let's just say I am pretty satisfied with how everything turned out. I do have some complaints, but I am pretty satisfied with how things turned out. But on that note, was there any shinies that you were looking for that you did get?
Yes, the Pachirisu and the Torkoal. So Torkoal was a dex entry for me.
Oh, wow.
I think all I need is Relicanth. I can't remember the region. Is that Hoenn? I can't remember. But yeah, Torkoal was a dex entry for me. So I not only did I get the Torkoal, but I got 2 shiny Torkoals, so I was super happy about that.
Mhm.
And then shiny Pachirisu was I did have Pachirisu normal in my decks, but not the shiny. I did end up
Right.
taking home 3 shiny Pachirisu. So
Oh, nice. Okay.
super stoked about that. I was looking for more hundos of Zamazenta and Zacian. I did pick up an XXL Zamazenta hundo. Unfortunately, no background, but I'm still going to power it up anyway. So yeah, I'd say those were some big wins. I did take home 99 shinies between yesterday and today.
I want to say you got more than me, but at the same time, I wasn't trying to get a crap ton of shinies. So, because I didn't need much. But yeah, that's pretty good though. Dang, that's like basically 50 a day. So yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, chat, how was your global go fest? Or chats, plural. How was your global go fest? Let us know. How was your global go fest? Support. Hey, Ronan, what's up? Intro to live stream. Appreciate you coming in from Dittobase community. And yeah, I want to hear from you guys now. How was your global go fest? As I see, Dittobase is still doing Zacian raids.
Yeah, we're raiding in the background here.
Yeah. I would rather go for the Pikachus, but I'm not sure. I'm not seeing anybody doing any Pikachus. So I don't know how likely that is for me to do any more Pikachus. So we'll see what happens as the day going. Because I know Pacific Standard Time, they still got theirs for another 27 minutes. Alaska got theirs, and Hawaii still got theirs. So
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know anybody. Yeah, I don't know anybody who is in Alaska, but obviously we know Film Blocks in Hawaii. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So hopefully he can come through with those Pikachus. Let's see what that say. That Johnny Jangbo. Oh, you needed. Wow. So question for Chris in Dittobase Twitch. You didn't do Jangbo community day? I'm kind of curious.
I think he's being sarcastic.
Oh, I'm about to say. I'm like, wait a minute. What? This Shundo Zama with the background. Oh, nice. That's what's up though. Okay. Cool. But yeah.
I don't know why they put Jangmo-O in the pool, in the spawn pool. Like, we just had the calm day. Wasn't there another one too? Another one in the spawn pool we just had the calm day for?
So
Fuecoco. Just had the calm day for that.
Was it Fuecoco? Oh, you know what? Yeah. So okay, so the Jangmo-O was weird because originally they was like Shiny Jangmo-O would make his shiny debut at Global Go Fest, and then all of a sudden they just dropped the community day. So it was like, what? So that led to some confusion because somebody asked me in my Twitch stream Thursday, what new shiny should I be going for in Global? And I was like, Jangmo-O? And then they was like, no, we had a community day. I'm like, see? So. But yeah, one complaint that I heard from Jesse and Rachel's stream was that there was a lot of community day spawns. So what are your thoughts about that? I'm at Cal Blasting X.
So Jesse and Rachel were also talking about this.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, Rachel brought up the fact that there was a lot of community day spawns global. So
yeah. I don't like it personally. If you miss the calm day, I can kind of see like why that's nice, but we have the December community day where it recaps all the calm days throughout the entire year of 2025. So in December, I think it's a 2-day community day.
It is, yeah.
Near the end of the year. So if you did miss any calm days this year, you have your makeup day. You have your chance later on in December at the end of this year. So I would have rather seen something else in the pool besides Jangmo-O and Fuecoco. Personally, what do you think?
So yeah, that's a good point. Me personally, I don't mind it for 2 reasons. One, they done this at past Global Go Fest, so I don't mind it. I got used to it at this point. And 2, it's less stuff for me to really look for. I don't want to be looking for 20 different shinies that I may or may not have. I just want to be like, do less as possible because they always do a bunch of stuff for Global. So you got to deal with the collection challenges and the special research and the time research. And then since I was at a community basket meetup, there's a time research for that. So it's like, there's a bunch of stuff that I got to think about in the snapshots, because I almost forgot about the snapshots. And then the rating, and it's like, okay, there's a bunch of stuff. The last thing I need to do is to remember I gotta find 20 different shinies because I don't have them or I need more of them. But with the community shinies in there, I'm like, oh, I already got those. I don't need those. That's less work for me when it comes to doing everything that I need to do at a GoFest event. So that's my take on that.
That is a really good point. I didn't think about that. It's almost like, oh, I can now ignore these spawns. The pool of spawns is that much smaller.
Yes.
But that's a very good point. So I gave myself a little bit of a challenge. I failed the challenge. I was trying to get one of each shiny.
Oh, I was thinking well, at the very least, I was thinking about one of each shiny that appear on the collection challenges. I was thinking of doing that, but I was like, I don't know if I would succeed in that. I'm not that confident in myself.
Yeah, it was a tough challenge. I mean, especially because of all the unknown letters and them only being on incense. I made that really tough. So I did not complete the challenge. However, I was trying to go for the Jangmo O shiny, even though I already have 30 of them, because I gave myself that challenge. However, I do like your take. I like the idea that, smaller pool, things you can ignore, a little bit less overwhelming. So yeah, that's really interesting.
Funny enough, I did not get a shiny Jangmo this weekend, but whatever, no big deal. All right, let's see what chat say. So Lady Love Monster said it was a lot of fun, but the shiny race today was slow. What? Maybe for her. For me, I feel like, first of all, the shiny rates in terms of Zacian raids, I think they picked up for me as opposed to how they were yesterday when Zambas entered. I felt they were slow yesterday in terms of rating. But in terms of everything as a whole, I don't think so. Not for me anyway. What about you, Ditto? What about you?
Sorry, was that a question for me or for chat?
Oh, for you.
Can you repeat the question?
So how was the shiny rates for you?
Oh, how were the shiny rates? Oh, great question. Sorry, I missed that. I was reading my chat. Axel did make a good point that the plus can't ignore the shinies you don't need, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
Does not discriminate against Jangmo, even though you already have 50 of them in your storage. But anyways, my shiny rate was quite good. On Saturday, it was 1 in 35. It was about 3%, just under 3% shiny rate. Today's shiny rate was about the same, so around 2.8%, or 1 in 35 was my shiny rate. I did about 3,100, 3,200 catches total between the 2 days, and around 100 shinies.
Okay.
So yeah, just under the 3% shiny rate, which I felt was really good. I mean, my sample size is small. 3,000 catches is a pretty decent amount for one person, but I'd love to see 300,000 catches and see like how does that shiny rate hold up. But not quite as high of a shiny rate, boosted shiny rate as a community day,
right?
But also a high enough boost that I felt rewarded for the time and effort that I was putting in. So how about you?
You missed that part. I was explaining about it as well. I felt like they were good as well. In terms of the rating portion, yesterday I felt like they were slow. Today, when it came to Zacian, I felt like it picked up for me. But in terms of the Pikachus, for me personally, they were bad. And I thought they were bad yesterday. And then when I was in Rachel's stream, and I'm like, no, did anybody get the shiny Pikachu? And there were some people like, yeah, I got it from research, or I got it from rating. And there were some people who had like duplicates. I'm like, so I'm just got bad luck with the Pikachus this weekend. I'm like, wow, okay. So
how'd you do on the Pikachus? Are you able to tell us?
Well, yeah, spoiler alert, I didn't get any. So
None.
So look, if you had any, now the time, I know I did more today than yesterday. Cause yesterday I was trying to complete the collection challenges, the special research, and then there was the other Pokemon that I was trying to get, the Blue Fly Flip Baby, the Frigid Bags, 3 of them, and the Pachirisu, which was like a major target for me. So I'll try to get those out. Oof! I saw that. Where is he? God dang it, he didn't pop up for me yet. But anywho, so while I did one of those Pikachus, but there was other stuff that took my priority yesterday. But today I was specifically looking for those special research. And God dang it, Finblaw sent me that invite. He didn't send me the invite. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Also, I saw something in your chat. Your chat is speeding. Let me scroll up a bit. Let's see. I see DTA Axel got 106 shinies, total about 570 raids done over the weekend. Dang, that's crazy. But overall, it looked like they liked the event. Really hated the shell melt and carrot blast and eggs. That egg pool. I don't know how I feel about the egg pool. That is a good point. I feel like that was all over the place with the egg pool. Ditto, what's your thoughts about the egg pool?
I thought it was a little bit too big, the egg pool. There was a lot of stuff I didn't really care for. I liked that Skiddo at Torkoal, where Pachirisu was in there too, I believe. I would have liked to have seen the costume Pikachus in there instead of some of the other stuff that was also already appearing in the wild. I really, really liked the egg pool at the in-person events with the Pikachus and the Phalanx, and it was just a really tight, small egg pool. I liked hatching eggs there. I didn't get too many shinies out of the egg pool or out of eggs. I don't get too many shinies out of eggs, period. But the egg pool this past week really was just ginormous, and I would have liked to be able to target certain things that I needed better. I still hatched a lot of eggs. I did get a shiny Torkoal out of eggs today, which was awesome. But overall, kind of feeling mid on the eggs. How about you?
Yeah, I agree. They were all over the place. I'm looking at my hatch eggs throughout this entire weekend. First of all, Carly, welcome to the live stream. And Leilama says she got more shinizations than Zamazenta. Spoiler, look, I did too. But anywho, yeah, it was all over the place on that egg pool. But what I will say is this. My shinies that I got from the egg pool are pretty good. I think I got 3 shinies. Yeah, I got 3 shinies that were hatched. And they were, at the least 2 out of the 3, I would say were bangers, if I do say so myself. But yeah, the egg pool was all over the place. I agree with you. The Pikachu should have been in there as well. The egg pool should have been reduced. And yeah, I totally agree. Let me see. Let's see what else your chat said. Carly, we talking about Global Go Fest. So if you want to share, assuming you took part in it, if you want to share how your Global Go Fest went, let us know in the chat. And let's see. Really? Okay, we made that already. No event 10Ks, but still gave us the regulars. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with that too. Like, we did get 10Ks, but there was no event 10K egg pool for that. So I thought that was kind of lame. So yeah, that was unacceptable. Let's see. Missing Goals. What's up, Missing Goals? Said Go Plus Plus was the MVP this weekend. Feel like completing the event isn't a great argument to reduce the amount of fresh content. Let's see. You did 20. Wait, what did I say? 2,690 catches, but did 500 raids. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people was raiding a lot this weekend. Ditto, I ain't gonna ask you how many raids you did, but like, did you feel like you did a lot of raids this weekend?
I'll tell you, I did 160-ish raids before I started remoting when I went live. So about 80 each day. Today's going to be a little bit higher because I'm going to remote while we have our chat here tonight. But 80 raids each day, which is a lot less than some people in chat, for example. I think Wolverine did over 500, and I think Missing No has also did a ton of raids this weekend. I really focused on wild catches and wild spawns today. I was grinding the catches more than anything. I had a lot of good Zamazentas and Zashians going into Global just from doing the 2 in-person events. And my catches are low. Actually, we're not friends in game. I don't know how that happened. We've met each other multiple times in person now, but have yet to add each other, I think. So I don't know how many catches you have, but I'm under 100,000 catches. I came back to the game in 2023. I raid a lot. I go to a lot of in-person events. I love Gmax and stuff like that.
Right.
I love remoting. You know, I run a Discord with a big global remote raiding community. So I love raiding, but I find I don't get out and catch grind as much as I would like. I'm often inside creating infographics or editing videos.
Right. Yeah.
And now that I had my Hundo Zacian, times 3. I had my 2 Hundo Zamazentas and my 98 shiny or whatever. I was like, that's good enough. I'm going to grind catches this weekend and see what I can do. So I did do some raids. I went out around 8 in the morning.
Okay.
Wolverine, no comment from you, please. I know you're out at 5 a.m. So I was out at 8 a.m., which is a reasonable hour for me. I was, still up and got good rest. And so I got in 2 hours of raids, or an hour and a half of raids each morning before the spawn started. But then throughout the day, I only really raided here and there. Maybe we just had the quest, the complete 1 raid quest for the Phalanx encounter.
Yep.
So we would stack those up and maybe do a raid or 2 to clear those out. But other than that, I wasn't really focusing raids this weekend. I'm curious to know how many raids you did.
I was not counting. I know I did a lot. So yeah, this is probably the most amount of raids I've done in one weekend in a really long time. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Do you have your game in front of you? Are you able to show us, or are you saving this for your video tomorrow?
So I'm actually in a Pikachu raid right now. So I finally joined one off of FemBlogs.
Okay. But yeah, you could do like legendary and age 0 to 1 and see what you're at. I'll do that.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't count that because some of them I did delete, so I wouldn't count that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I haven't deleted any yet, so we can see my exact number here. And this is not counting. I did a few Pikachu, not many. Actually, it is exactly 160.
Oh wow,
so
okay.
80.
Dang it. Yeah, nice. All right,
Okay.
Let me see what else your chat says. You didn't get shiny Pikachu in person or global. You got 10. Dang, 10 shiny Pikachu. That's crazy. Let's see. I read that already. Got everything you wanted. And if you don't look at the journal, you don't see what you don't get. Yeah. Don't put a Tom. Don't do that. Let's see. We seen everybody jump in the lobby. I think we're caught up in yours. Carly said yesterday she had a prep for her brother's birthday party, which was, I'm assuming that was yesterday as well. And then today she went off. It looked like you said you got a shundo, unrelated shundo. Oh, from the morning before you went to church. Okay, so that's good. Let's see. Okay. Well, aside from the community day shinies, was there any complaints that you have about this weekend's Global Go Fest? What up, Rock Lobster? Yep, we are live.
Any complaints besides? Well, we talked about the Calm Day spawns, which I wasn't excited about. I don't think anyone was super excited. We talked about my thoughts on the egg pool. I felt like the egg should be, still a bit of a smaller pool, and remove the Calm Days from there too. You mentioned the Pikachu shiny rates. I would have loved those to be a little bit more boosted. I mean, what were they? 1 in 64? I mean, I can only assume 1 in 64 from the research tasks. I would have liked to seen those boosted to the same degree as the wild spawns. So for me, that was like around 1 in 35. I wouldn't mind seeing 1 in 20 for those Pikachus. I mean, that's what everyone's going for. Like, just give it to us, I think. I would have liked to see more Pikachus. Other than that, I had a great time. I thought the event was awesome. I love Zacian and Zamazenta. Sword and Shield is a great game. I haven't played it in a couple years, but I would love to go back and replay it. The backgrounds were awesome. You asked about complaints. Okay, I got one. The lead up event wasn't super exciting for me. All the Reggies.
Yeah.
I would have liked a reason to play a little bit more or rate a little bit more leading up to this weekend. I know they added the new moves to the Reggies to make them a little bit more competitive, more meta relevant, but just not my favorite, Pokemon group of 6 Pokemon personally. But this weekend, I don't have many complaints. I had a lot of fun.
Okay, cool. So aside from the raids, and also here's another thing. I may sound like a hypocrite. 'Cause I was rating for this yesterday, but Frigid Backs was in 1-star raids. That should not have been the case. That should not have been the case, especially since we go to get it in the route within that old Hydra Tundra fiasco. So that shouldn't have been a thing. My other complaint is the instant spawns. So although we did get a lot of the unknowns, so that's good, and the specific Pokemon like the Torkoal, the Skidoo, the Pachirisu, and the Clef Keys within their respective habitats. But there was other stuff that was spawning in there. Like I remember seeing the Frigidback spawning for the instance. Hey, I saw, what's that thing called? Primera, whatever that thing is called. That spawned from a freaking instance. Yes, that thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, what the heck? So yeah, there was other stuff spawning in the instant, and this was more so today than yesterday. Yesterday was perfect, but today it was like they added more stuff that was spawning from the instance. But again, it was still unknown and those 4 regional heavy, but it was still other stuff spawning there. So I'm like, they almost have it. They just need to get rid of all that other garbage and just keep it unknown in those 4 regionals, and then it would have been completely perfect all weekend long. So that was my second main complaint that I have about the event. But otherwise, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good point about the incense. I noticed that today too. I saw like a Jangmo-O off the incense. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing? Get out of here. I don't care about you. I would have liked to seen Unknown on the top of the hour, just like the in-person Go Fest. I think that's fun. It's like everyone kind of, stops what they're doing and gets ready. It's about to be the top of the hour. We got 2 minutes of unknown spawns, and for the tour this last February, we had Zorua right at the top of the hour.
Oh yeah,
which was also really cool. I think that's just like a fun little thing that they should have done. It's only 2 minutes. It's not gonna like greatly increase or devalue the shiny unknowns, or they didn't even have to do unknowns. I just like that as a concept.
Right. Okay, I got a lot of work to do there. Okay, so that was a good talk. Okay, let's switch it up now. So let's see. Let's switch it up to the next topic. And let me grab it real quick. Let me show it off real quick. And yeah, I'm not sure you can see my screen, but yeah, that's the next topic. That item right there. So my chat, y'all can definitely see it. So chat, my question is this, and I guess this is for you too, Ditto, and then you can start it off. But chat, get ready. Mine, Dittos, get ready to answer this question. What Pokemon are you using your gold bottle cap on? Assuming you have one, that is.
So I have an answer for this, but I'm curious what chat has to say first.
Oh, okay. Chris said they already used it on Shaman. That's actually a good choice. Shiny Ray. Okay, yeah, that's another good one. You used yours on your Shiny Mailetta. It was 13, 11, 10. Nice. KDL. So I'm seeing a lot of Mysticals. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Another KDL. Okay. Also, my chat, if you got the gold bottle cap, which Pokemon are you using it on? Real great. No, Mystical. You fine. Mysticals are a good option to use the gold bottle cap on. So. Oh yeah, Layla must have got
YouTube only right now.
Yeah, I'm only YouTube. Yeah, I gave you the link in the Discord DM.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, Layla must have, you got 0 shiny Pikachus. Yeah, same here. Oh, Rocklob, you were locked up. Wait, what about yesterday? It was a 2-day event, Rocklob. So what were you doing yesterday? Matter of fact, I think you joined in on a raid yesterday. I want to say you did yesterday. Let's see, your right pick. Celebi. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh, there's a background. That's what's up. You should probably done it on the shiny. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, a Mystical where the shiny 9 is still cool. It's still cool, Mystical. You good. They will release it again, shiny. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I didn't know you have card in your friends list. That's interesting. All right, so let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Oh, I want to see this. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, that's the search. Okay. So I take it you used yours already then.
I did use mine on this lucky shiny Zamasensa with a Paris background. We did this trade. Axel, who's in chat right now, you
there it is. Okay.
Some of his comments. DT Axel in the Twitch chat right now. We did this trade in the park in Paris on Friday morning, and the IVs, they weren't too good. I've already done 2 IV levels on the defense to get it to 15. Did knock those out today during GoFest Global today. So it was a 13, 13, 14. But the shiny with the Paris background, it's too good to not get used. So I had to drop it on this Zamazenta right here.
Okay, so keep that IV stat up for a second. Where's that question? Axel, I'm assuming that answered your question. Like, now, so if you saw that, you see that rate icon over the defense? I think that answered your question right there. So I guess that, like, if you try to show that off, they will see that. So I'm assuming that answered that question. But yeah, that's cool. Y'all don't blame me for using that. I'm not gonna reveal what I'm gonna use mine on yet. I got an idea, but I'm not gonna reveal what it is yet. I think I'm gonna try to have that ready for Wednesday. But let me see. Anybody else say anything? Oh, right pit Celebi. I saw that already. 10, 10, 11. So it's gonna take forever to do it. So hold up. On that note, Ditto, what was your defense originally before you?
13.
Oh, it was 13.
It's gone up 2 stages today. I forget what the task was exactly, but yeah, it had 2 stages of it today.
Okay, so missing out, knowing you, I don't think it'll take you forever. It probably may take you 3 weeks tops. So that's why I asked him that. I used to send my very text. Let's see. Okay, so Rock Lobster. So the gold bottle cap is like this new item that they got from Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, where you can actually change the IVs of your Pokemon and raise them up to however far you want, or you can even max them out. So you gotta use the item on the Pokemon, and then you gotta train them by doing certain number of tasks, like have them as your buddy in Hearts, or defeat Team Go Rocket leaders with it as your buddy, and then that's how you raise the stats. So you can actually take a 10, 10, 10 and train it to a hundo. So that's what a gold bottle cap is. But yeah, so I'm not gonna reveal what I'm gonna use mine on yet, but yeah, it's chats. I've seen a lot of good guesses. You use it on your shiny but crazy with the NYC background. That's a good one too. So yeah, I saw a lot of good picks from everybody. So I have no complaints at all. What about you? Any complaints from what your chat said about what they're going to use the gold bottle cap on?
I actually really like this concept. I was initially, when I first, saw some of the leaks and stuff, I was like, oh, it's going to devalue hundos. It's going to devalue shundos. It's going to make them too easy to get. But, the $20 price tag, I assume they're not going to drop this every month, right? It's like a once or twice a year thing. Maybe we'll get the silver bottle cap for like Wild Area, or the tour in February or something. So long as they're not dropping these every month, I'm totally fine with it. I think it's fun. I think it's a way to make some Pokemon that would otherwise not be usable. Pokemon that mean something to you. For example, like my Lucky You traded Paris background here. This was a memory. I have it all on video, and now this Pokemon is going to actually be used. It's going to be powered up and used on my team, and it has some sentimental value. So I love that. I also love the idea of making some of those mythicals where you get 1, maybe 2 encounters. Let us use those. If you get bad luck and you get an 11, 12, 11 on your Shaman or your Marshadow, like, oh, that feels bad when you only get 1, maybe 2 encounters if the shiny's out. And so now those mythicals can be used. I know Zygarde is like not that good anymore because in the Master League because of the crown forms, but a great example of, like, if you love PvP and there's a mythical that you need in PvP, it's like almost like, well, if PvP is my thing, that's all I care about, and my Zygarde is bad, should I start a brand new account and hope I get a better Zygarde? Well, no, because we have bottle caps now, and I do like it as a concept, as a feature. Oh,
that's a good point. Says don't start a new account. Yeah, that's a good point. So I'm not sure if you've seen Trainitiv's video regarding with him talking about the gold bottle caps. Some other suggestion he said was your first starter. So whatever it is, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander, or even Pikachu, you can use the gold battle cap and say, hey, my very first Pokemon card in the game is a hundo now. Or even like I said, somebody said they used it on a mythical that was not shiny. So in his case, he was thinking like maybe his Celebrity that's not shiny, because I'm not sure y'all seen that video where he went to, I believe it was Kyoto, and he did that epic production of a video in terms of him getting that Pokemon. So he could make that a hundo if he wanted to. So yeah, anything sentimental. And then here's something that I said, since you mentioned PvP. If you have a Pokemon that have 0 attacks, maybe 1 or 2, you gotta do your research to see what is considered a PvP hundo for that specific Pokemon. You could hyper train the HP into the fist, and that's it. And don't touch your attack. So you could have a 0-15-15, and then you can just go to Worlds with that. So I would say you could do that too. So yeah, that's
interesting. I did not see their video. I personally would not use it on my first partner Pokemon, just because it's never going to get used, and I want to be stronger. I want to be a stronger trainer. So like I was torn a little bit between the Zamazenta, which is the #1 steel type attacker now, and also very good in Master League. I was also considering maxing out some G-Max Pokemon, shiny G-Max Pokemon, since I do love the Max battle system. So that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that, the first partner Pokemon, but just not something I would do.
Right. It would probably be more of a sentimental thing. Yeah. And like if you evolve them, then they might have some play in Raid, especially the Charizard with the Mega forms. All 3 have Mega forms, so there's that too. Rock Lobster, you kind of too late. You kind of missed out on it because you need to buy the Go Pass, but it's no longer in the shop, so you missed out on it. I guess we gotta wait and see when they're gonna bring it back. Cause like Ditto said, it may be a once or twice per year thing. So we'll see what happens. But what I will say is this: it's not coming back next month. I know that it's not coming back next month. So there's that. Okay, so let's see. Mr. God, saw that bad raid that you sent. That's terrible. Do not send that ever again. But anywho, let's go ahead and talk about the next topic. So this is a topic that I'm not sure who in your chat went to this. I know we went to this, obviously, and we're going to be talking about Jersey City's Go Fest. So for those of you who missed out, we was in Jersey City, was in New York City, and I'm not sure chat y'all can see this, but I was obviously there as a notable trainer, 3rd year in a row. Not sure y'all can see my sign right here, 3rd year in a row. But me and Ditto, we did a meetup on Thursday with Lando Apper, Jesse and Rachel, and Mrs. Mime, and Danny the Bronx. It was fun. So I guess so the question is not necessarily about the gameplay itself, but more about the location. What do you talk about the Liberty State Park in terms of the location that they picked for this year's North American Go Fest?
Yeah, the meetup was awesome. Thank you again for being a part of it, and
yeah, thanks for the invite.
Welcoming me in as a last minute addition in LA. This is kind of my first time ever doing that, so I appreciate that. We got to do it again next year. Wherever tour is, let's do another meetup. Wherever Go Fest is, let's do another meetup. Absolutely, would love to do that again with you. And congrats as well on being we got an ad on your stream, I see. I pulled up your face cam on my stream, but anyways.
Oh wow.
Congrats on being a notable trainer for 3 years in a row. That's super cool. I would love to pick your brain about that. Like, what's that like? Is it stressful? But let's save that for maybe another time. So to answer your question, Liberty State Park. I liked it a lot. I do think it was a better choice compared to Randall's Island. I had about the same amount of effort spent getting there. Just hopped in an Uber, about a 30-minute Uber to get there from where I was staying at Bryant Park. But I loved that, the water was right there. The view was great. There was more shade, still not enough shade, but more shade. You didn't have to walk across that bridge in the brutal heat as well. You could take the ferry. That was an option. There's more options to get there. I also think it presents more options for affordable lodging for people who are interested in staying on the Jersey side, like finding a hotel or an Airbnb on the Jersey side instead of paying the exorbitant prices to be in Midtown or be in Manhattan.
All right. Yep.
So overall, I thought it was an improvement, and I would absolutely go back again next year.
Okay, so I'll be honest. I had mixed emotions about that city. Well, both New York, New Jersey. I have mixed emotions about that as a whole. But the park, like you said, the park is gorgeous. The views were phenomenal. I'm not sure if you were. I forgot. What was your play day again? Was it Friday or Saturday? I forgot what your play day was.
It was Saturday morning.
Oh, so you might have missed it. So Saturday afternoon, they had the double rainbow.
I missed the double rainbow. That's
yes,
true. I saw
it was.
pictures.
Yes, it was gorgeous. It was like in front of the New York skyscrapers. It was great, despite the crazy rain. But yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, the weather was crazy. I heard from some of the workers there. They was like, yeah, the weather is like this all the time in Jersey City. Like they constantly change. For the most part, you don't know what you're gonna get until it happens. So that's like a yikes. But the park itself, it much better, like you said, much better than Randall's Island. I will admit, getting there and back is a bit of a hassle. I would say it's more of a hassle than it is to get to and from Randall's Island. Because there's a lot of people that are walking, and there's a lot of work you got to do to get to the Uber pickup, and then it's a pain to get the Ubers there and out of there. So one time, me, Lando, who was it? Pogadaxi and JT Gilly, we walked beyond that, and we was deep in Jersey City somewhere. We called an Uber from there, so it was easy for us to get there and get back to the hotel because we were all staying in the same hotel. But there was that, and then there was a long line for the ferry. Although I did took the ferry Friday morning. Yeah, the cheaper one, that is, not the more expensive one. That's like on the back of Manhattan somewhere. But the ferry was great. Got a view of the ocean, or the water rather, the view of the buildings and all that stuff. So it was good. Let's see. IXZ, thank you for showing it to live stream. Oh, you saw me on the train? If you saw me on the train, then you more likely saw Lando Alpha too, because we both took the train together. Because we went to the park together Saturday and Sunday. But so I was telling one of the Pokemon Go team members a suggestion in terms of where next year Gold Fest should be. I think it should be in Chicago, because of the fact it's the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon Go. It's the 10th ever Go Fest. And they opening that Pokemon Fossil Museum in May of next year. So it's like, it got to be in Chicago next year. So I'll be down if next year Go Fest was in Chicago next year. What's your thoughts about next year Go Fest? North American Go Fest, that is.
So selfishly, I'm in the Philly area. Selfishly, I want it to be in New York City again. I mean, Philly would be great too, but it would save me a plane ticket. And it's also just so easy for me to get in and out. It's a 2-hour train ride for me to get into Manhattan. It's also very easy for international folks to get in. I mean, I know what is it, O'Hare? Or,
yep.
You know, there's some big airports in that part of the country as well.
Yeah,
so
O'Hare's one. Yep.
Maybe it's not a huge issue for Europe folks, but in Newark and JFK, 2 big international airports right there. So selfishly, I would love for it to be in New York City or somewhere on the East Coast again, especially because I want to go to 2 Go Fest again next year. If not all 3, we'll see if we can make that happen. But if I'm already going to be spending money on airplane fare to get to Japan or to get to Europe, I would love to save a little bit of money and time to have Go Fest in New York City again, where I can it's a $35 train for me. To get there, as opposed to, I don't know, $500 round trip airline ticket, and a trip to the airport is also not easy for me. So yeah, just selfishly, I wanted in New York City or Philly or someplace that's somewhat drivable for me. But I wasn't there for the first Go Fest in Chicago. I know it was there. I've seen some videos on it. So I like your idea of let's bring it full circle. 10th anniversary is next year. I hope they do something big. Chicago probably does have a little bit nicer weather this time of year. I mean, it's the windy city, right? I guess I don't really know personally, but I assume it's maybe a little bit cooler than the East Coast. But how far is Chicago from you, if you don't mind me asking?
So, you know what's funny? I'm about to be selfish. So it's like a 4.5-hour train ride for me. 4.5, maybe 5. And I can actually drive there, 'cause I've done that drive plenty of times. So that's like a 4.5-hour drive for me as well. So Chicago, first of all, like, I try to think. In terms of how the weather is like, I think the weather this year is abnormal this year because of the whole heat advisory stuff. But I would probably say it's a little bit cooler because like there's like 2 parks that they can use, and they're both by the water. They're both by the Great Lakes, one of those Great Lakes. I don't remember which one it is, but it's by one of the Great Lakes, so it's gonna be cooler. So there's that. But yeah, I was at the first Go Fest. It was crazy. So yeah, obviously there was connection issues. I had Sprint when Sprint was a thing at the time, and it held up in comparison to Verizon and whatever else was out there. But yeah, so fun fact, I actually been to every single North American Go Fest. So that's first
awesome.
one, yeah,
That's a big accomplishment. That's really cool.
yeah, thanks. So that first one was like, and I told him this, I'm like, yo, people still remember that first Go Fest. If you do the 10th, and he said he want to do the big too. So if you do that 10th one in Chicago, that would shut them up like once and for all. If it's big and it's good and it's in Chicago, that would shut people up who still remember the very first Go Fest. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's see. Chicago pushing 90 degrees this time a year thing. Yeah, this year weather, I wouldn't count the weather this year because like it was like close to 100 degrees in Detroit, which is abnormal. So I wouldn't trust the weather how it is this year. Let's see. The Northern Hemisphere, you know, there's a big island down there. Okay. I believe I got all the comments. Okay, so let's go on to something that I'm not familiar with, but you are, and that would be Go Fest out in Paris. I have never been to Europe, but apparently you was out in Go Fest out in Paris. So tell us what that's like.
Yeah, Paris is a beautiful city. The architecture and greenery is just really well taken care of. There are awesome historical sites, castles. It's just an awesome, beautiful place to play Pokemon Go. The city is not as crowded as New York. Like there's really no, Bryant Park experience where you are just in a sea of people everywhere you turn. It's from Pokemon Go players to tourists to people, going to work. It's not like that. It is, I don't know, maybe about half the population. It felt like maybe even less. I'm just making that number up, but it was not crowded. There are beautiful, large parks to play in. So the public transit is really, really good as well.
Okay.
Which is nice. Great subway system, great bus system. New York's is pretty good too. Definitely one of the better ones that I've experienced. Better than San Francisco, better than LA. But
yeah.
Maybe not hard to do.
Right.
But, I really liked the Paris public transit system, especially for a foreigner, right? I don't speak the language, and I had no issues getting around on the subway, on the bus. So awesome place to play. Highly recommend playing there. If GoFest is not usually in the same place more than once out in Europe, but if it's ever in Europe again, I'm definitely going to try and make it out.
Ooh, so yeah, I never been to Europe at all. My main focus was always Japan, and I was out there twice. So funny enough, in 2023, when it was in London and in Osaka at the same time, I chose Osaka because one is Japan. 2, I was able to go to Kyoto and film a Kyoto hour documentary down there. And 3, the following week was Worlds. So it was a no-brainer for me. So I did the Osaka one. I did not go to London. But at some point, I do have plans of going to Europe, and I would not mind going to Paris. So, okay, so now with that out the way, I know global is like you can do it from your home or whatever, but out of the 3, which one would you say was the best Go Fest event? Paris, Jersey City, or global?
Oh, this is a tough question, and you're probably not gonna like my answer because I'm gonna cop out and not give you a real answer. So I liked all three Go Fest for very different reasons, and I'll
Okay.
tell you why.
Okay.
So Jersey City, it's like my hometown. I grew up in New Jersey. I have a lot of friends who are still in the area, and most of my community is based in the U.S.
Right.
So for that reason, it was awesome being able to connect, hang out with, spend time with old friends from high school to people who are in my community Discord, who I've talked to on a daily basis and had never met before.
Right.
Also just a lot of people made it out. I don't know the numbers, but my guess is it was way bigger than the Paris Go Fest in terms of sheer numbers. So for that reason, I really liked the Jersey Go Fest. Easy for me to get to, lots of people I knew. The community was just amazing. The gameplay, because of all the community, because of all the networking, chatting, hanging out, I didn't get to play as hard as I would have liked in Jersey City. The weather also was bad. So
oh wow, okay.
Here's my thoughts on Jersey. For certain reasons, the other Go Fest don't compare. I got to talk to people who I haven't talked to in years, or seen in person years. People I do talk to regularly, but haven't seen in person in years, and so that was really cool. So then we move on to Paris. Is my first international Go Fest, and Paris is just absolutely stunning and beautiful. And there are a lot of Pokemon Go players who are in Europe who didn't make it out to the other Go Fests, because it costs money to get a plane ticket and take time off work, et cetera, et cetera. Yep. So it was awesome getting to hang out with people like Hanemu, a top German content creator for Pokemon Go. So it was really cool to get to meet him and hang out with him and his community. Also, some people in my community who are based in Europe who weren't able to make it out to the other Go Fests. So it was cool to be able to meet them as well. And just the whole experience of traveling international, being in an unfamiliar place, unfamiliar language, different food, different culture. It was just all new and exciting. And like I said, it was beautiful. And I liked the fact that it wasn't as crowded.
Okay, nice, nice.
And that I didn't know as many people was also kind of nice, because I wasn't so concerned with making sure I spent time with every person. I was able to focus a little bit more on content and a little bit more on gameplay.
Right.
I made my first ever vlog in Paris because I was able to think about it and focus on it, take my camera out and do the thing. Whereas in Jersey, I was just so distracted by making sure I spent time with everyone and got a picture with this person, introduce myself to that person, spend 5 minutes with this person. So I wasn't able to get all the footage I wanted to put together a vlog. But in Paris, I was like, okay, this is round 2. I am going to do better. So my first ever vlog, it's up on my YouTube if you want to see what Paris is like. There's plenty of B-roll. You can see some of the beautiful monuments, statues, the castle, what the park was like. Feel free to check it out. Just skip around, just kind of see what the vibe was. I still have a long ways to go on improving my vlog style. I know you've been doing it for years and years and years, but it was my first one, so it was cool to be able to focus on content a little bit more in Paris. Okay, so that brings us to global.
Yes, I got one of them. I got one of those shiny Pikachus finally.
Just now?
Just now, yes.
Let's go. Nice. From a raid.
Yep.
Love it. I think I'm a little bit behind on your stream, but I'll watch it happen. So that brings us to global. I like global too for different reasons. My local community, I think, sounds like yours too, is pretty strong. And this is my home. This is where I play on a regular basis. Like, I love going out to the in-person events, but most of my time spent playing is here with my local community, and I couldn't be doing what I'm doing without them. Like, they support me, they support my content. They help me do the Gmax battles so that I can make videos about how to do Gmax battles. I wouldn't be able to get all the strong Pokemon that I have without my local community. And so I considered, like, do I go into Philly? Do I go into New York City and live stream for GoFest Global? And I was like, no, I just want to spend time with my locals. And so I love Global for that. I love getting to spend time with the local crew, the people I see on a regular basis.
Right.
You know, my friend, a lot of my friends, almost all my friends where I live right now, I only moved here like 3-4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And as an adult, it can be hard to make friends, especially as a remote worker. I don't go into an office every day, so I'm not like seeing people face to face every day. So it's easy to just like become siloed in the remote working world. So Pokemon Go really opened that up for me, and almost all my friends are from Pokemon Go or friends of friends who play Pokemon Go. The people who, you know, work on the pipes in my house are people I met through Pokemon Go.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there you go. All three, I like them all for different reasons. I can't really pick one as better than the other. They all have some pros and cons. I all really enjoyed all three. So
yeah, playing with the local community is cool. So this community, the one I was with yesterday, when did I discover them? I think I discovered them this year because I was like, it'd be cool. We had community ambassadors that I can like hook up with and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, there's one. And I just been going out there doing raids because, and Rock Lobster, you could probably vouch for this too. Because I'm not sure you see who's in my chat, but Rock Lobster, he's a local of mine too. Because we used to raid and play the game together at Dearborn, but ever since COVID happened, we kind of drift apart, kind of see each other once in a while. But outside of that bunch, there's other people there, but it's not enough to like, hey, let's get together and let's do raids together, stuff like that. So the vibe is different. But I found a new community where like there's a bunch of them out there. So it's at a point where, yeah, you should bring in these counters, but because there's so many of us, you can just take a siesta. They're probably gonna be like 3 people gonna carry, and then everybody else just do their thing, and then we'll beat the raid boss or the G-Max boss or whatever it is. So yeah, this new community that I kind of found is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, so now that we got the GoFest talk out the way, and also before I switch it up, I have been to Philly once for a Safari Zone. And I want to go back again because I saw a glimpse of downtown Philly and it looked nice. So I want to finish exploring downtown Philly one day. So I don't know when that would happen. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, at some point I need to make that happen. But okay, let's switch it up now. So now we're about to go on to this month. So this month, and then I need to switch over here too so we can see exactly everything that happened this month. So this month we had a lot of events. I'm not counting the GoFest events. So what I like to do is we like to talk about everything that happened in Pokemon Go in the current month, the good and the bad. So to refresh everybody's memory, from May the 30th to June the 5th, we had the Serene Retreat. And then after that, we had the Instrumentals Wonders from June the 7th to the 11th. And then after that, it was Phantom Ruins. That was on the 14th to the 18th. And then we got Yempa's Paw Prints, followed by, and in the middle of that, it was J-Mo Community Day. And then after that, we had the Ancients Recovered event. So out of all of those events, and chat, y'all can answer, yeah, chat, I need y'all to answer this too, but Ditto, I want to hear your thoughts. Which event that we had this month was the best one? And again, I'm not counting the GoFest events.
So the lead up events or the tie-in events, the Phantom Ruins, so those were taking place like while we were at GoFest. So I feel like I didn't really get to experience them, especially since I went to Paris as well. So like, yeah, I guess I only experienced the tie-in event with Japan. Ooh, I got a shiny Zacian over here.
Oh, nice.
Let's see if we get the background. I mean, I like that they did tie-in events for folks who aren't at the event. They can still have a little bit of excitement tying in with what's going on in person.
Right.
We had those G-Max battles, right? So 2 days before Global got the G-Max, Cinderace we got it at Thursday in person, so that was cool. Yamper's paw prints kind of just happened, and I wasn't really thinking about it. I mean, I played, I caught some Yamper, but it wasn't super exciting for me. So not counting the Go Fest, I guess the lead-in events, the tie-in events. I like having the tie-in events to help the rest of the community who can't make it, which is most of players, feel involved in what's going on in person.
Yeah, that's true. So that would be the Serene Retreat for Osaka, Instrumental Wonders for Jersey City, and Phantom Ruins for Paris. Okay, I'm not really sure which one I actually like, but let me see what chat had to say. So Carly says, okay, you also remote from South Florida with a hard yet rare for you to find a community here, Pokemon Go. How about 2016 when you first met you guys? You made a lot of friends. Dang, you discovered us in 2016? I don't remember that thing. Okay. You've had a great thing for all of you. Nice. Thank you for you to be here too, Carly. Carly said probably the community day event and the Yemper release event. That's shocking. Okay. Let's see. And your chat haven't answered the question yet. Chat, what you thought was the best event that happened in June, not including the Go Fest? This is a tough one. There was this one event. I want to say there was this one event that I really, really liked, but I don't remember what it is. It's not this one. Was it the Phantom Ruins, I think? Oh man, I don't remember exactly what it was.
True. We just got some breaking news here.
Okay.
Look at the Pokemon Go's latest tweet.
Wait, Pokemon Go's? Okay, hold on. Let's bounce over here real quick. Let's see what we got here. Hide my messages. I'm curious to see what that says. Let me see. What is this? Trainers start preparing because the countdown to something big is starting now. Max finale is coming August 23rd and the 24th. Okay, so let's see. We got Zashi and Zamazentas in their forms. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. All right, let's see this article real quick. Let's see. Oh, wow, that's it? Okay, they're not going to reveal it. Like, we pretty much... Who said it? Who said it in the chat? Shalundo? I think that's how you pronounce that name. Yeah, it's looking like it. It looking like it. Yeah, it looking like it.
Parentis is coming.
Yep, it's looking like it. So we got the finale. There's another Go Fest event.
So August 23rd and 24th. That's almost a full 2 months away, right? It's almost July.
Yep, it's almost July. So it's like less than 2 months. So
it's like 7 weeks or something. That's not that soon. There's a lot of stuff we don't know about, right? We got July content drop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a second too.
This is at the end of August, so there's a lot in between here in August. It's interesting that they're calling it a Go Fest finale. They've done something
like that before. I'm not surprised at that. Like, I forgot what year where they did it. 2019, where we had like Go Fest events in June and July, and then they did a finale in August, late August too. I'm not surprised that this is happening again. So this is literally the weekend after Worlds. So that's interesting. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Oh man, and then the messed up part is we can't say the battle caps for Eternus.
That's a good point.
Unless they give us another one doing the finale, which I doubt. But yeah, that would be interesting.
That makes sense, Pixel. Yeah. July has Ultra Unlock, so.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so where's my original post? Oh, this right here. So back to this. You know what? I'm gonna say JMO Community Day, cause I need it just because I like the shiny. I'm gonna say in terms of my favorite event, I'm gonna say JMO's Community Day because I like the shiny. Okay. But yeah, that is some big news though. That is some really, really big news. Let's switch it back to the YouTube. And we're gonna now switch it up to June's Worst event. You kind of hinted at it with the Yamper's paw prints. So I'm assuming that was what you consider to be your worst event?
My worst event?
Yeah, for the month of June. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, not every event has to be super exciting and super hype, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was forgettable for me.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I had to agree with this one as well. Like, outside, now what I will say is this though, they did have shiny fur fruit, but I did not get one during that time, so that's another reason why I wasn't exactly thrilled about it, because it left a sour taste in my mouth in terms of me trying to get another shiny fur fruit. But yeah, I was catching the Yampers. I did evolve them to get the, what is it, the Bolton? How you pronounce the thing?
Bolton, yeah.
Yeah, so, and then outside that, it was like, whatever, okay. It was here, so be it. So I just say that was the worst event for the month of June. So let's see. Now, let's switch it up and let's switch on over to July's event. You talked about, we are here now. You mentioned it earlier, but we're here now. So to refresh everybody's memory in terms of what's going on in July, they finally dropped the news. We got the 9th anniversary that will start this Tuesday, July the 1st to the 6th. I really can't wait for that because of the shiny Gimme Ghoul is coming to the game. And then in the midst of that, we got, once again, Community Day Classic featuring Eevee. It's a weekend-long event. And then on July the 8th to the 13th, we got the Hisui Celebration. And then we got a Raid Day event coming up. That date is not accurate, but I know there's a Raid Day event coming up. I think it's on the 13th to be exact. No, it's not on the 13th. I think it's on the 12th. It's on the 12th. Yeah, that's right. And then we got the Water Festival event. That's on the 15th to the 20th. And in the middle of that is Gigantamax Max Battle Day. So that's going to be interesting. I have no clue what that is. And then we got the Pokemon Go Summer Concert. And then in the midst of that, we got Crack Sleep Community Day event. And then we got the Max Battle Weekend. I believe that's on, that day is not accurate. I believe that's on the 26th and the 27th. And then we got the Steel and Scales event, which is on the 22nd to the 27th. And then we got Adventure Week from the 29th to August the 3rd. So, and that's a lot of stuff. So out of all this stuff, Ditto, and chat, I need y'all to answer this too. Well, it looked like Chris answered this question already before I even asked it. Which one event are you looking forward to the most?
Great question. Which one am I looking forward to the most? It's actually the one coming up right around the corner, the 9th anniversary party. And here's why. I love Gigantamax. I was a little bit, I don't know when it first came out, but they added the Max Mushrooms, they added remotes. I think the Max Battle system is amazing, and I have a lot of fun doing it. I have a lot of fun meeting up with the community for the G-Max battles. I love that the rewards are so good. It got me out of bankruptcy, Stardust bankruptcy.
Mm-hmm.
So what does Gigantamax have to do with the 9th anniversary? Well, the Kanto starters are going to be in the wild with the party hat. So I'll get to shiny hunt the Kanto starters. Speaking of which, Bulbasaur can now evolve into Ivysaur and Venusaur.
Yep.
Also wearing the party hat, which is brand new costume debuts. Hopefully they add it. I don't know why they didn't add Charmeleon and Charizard and Wartortle and Blastoise. But anyways, we'll be able to farm Candy XL for our Gigantamax and Mega Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, which will, even though we have Inteleon and Rillaboom and Cinderace, they'll still be useful because sometimes they're able to double as like a tank and damage dealer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to max out. I actually have a Schlundo Gigantamax Blastoise, but not enough candy to power it up. So I'm excited to finally have enough candy to max out. I have a 98 shiny G-Max Charizard, a Schlundo G-Max Blastoise, and a non-shiny 98 Venusaur, G-Max Venusaur.
Right.
But only the Venusaur is maxed out. I'm too low on candy at Candy XL for the Blastoise and the Charizard because I invested in Megas. Before the G-Max came out, I maxed out like 200 Charizards that now I don't really know what to do with because G-Maxes can also Mega Evolve. Anyways, I'm going to Mega a Fire type and farm Charmander. I'm going to Mega a Water type and farm Squirtle with the party hat. We also will have the Eevee and the Pikachu in raids with boosted shiny odds. Mm-hmm. And then if you don't have the Pikachu fan Platinum Medal, we will have Pikachu wearing a party hat Spotlight Hour this Tuesday. That for those of you who don't know, that medal requires you to catch 1,000 Pikachu, and you do need 35 platinum medals to hit level 49, from 48 to 49. And so with quick catch and ultra balls, you could probably do 300 Pikachu in the hour, and then you could find a friend and mirror trade all 300 of those over 3 days and get 300 more Pikachu. So you could get over halfway on this Pikachu fan medal this coming event. And like I said, farm candy for those Kanto G Maxes as well. So that is what I'm most excited for. I'm curious what the G Max is going to be. I think in the trailer, on the 19th, the G Max Battle Day, in the trailer, they showed Lapras. I really hope it's not a repeat of Lapras. I hope it's something new.
Okay.
I hope that Lapras is there for like the summer concert, or maybe the Max Battle weekend or something. I don't know. Water Festival, could be Water Festival.
Yeah, Water Festival would make more sense. Although the Max Battle Day is in the middle of the Water Festival, so.
Oh, it is. I see. Oh,
Yeah.
You're right. It looks like it comes after, but really the date says it's near the end. Yeah. I hope we get a G Max debut on the 19th. So yeah, there's a lot of cool events. I did not play the original EV Community Day, so I'm happy that it's coming back. I do have some shiny EVs, but not 9 of them, so I'm excited for that. But if I had to pick one, it's going to be the 9th anniversary. I'm going to be going hard for that this coming week. Okay.
So yeah, for me it's the 9th anniversary as well, because really Shiny Gimmighoul. That's really the main reason. Shiny Gimmighoul. Now, little fun fact though. The party had Ivysaur. What's the thing? Wartortle, Blastoise, Charmeleon, Charizard. They're already in the game. I had to double check. I got I got a shiny party hat Charizard on me right now, and I got a party hat Blastoise.
This is the last one to be added. Okay.
Yes. So yeah. So there's that. But
look at that. Yep, I have one right here.
So. I'm not sure if you saw I think I dropped this on Friday, this past Friday. I talked about July's events and everything that happened in next month, but I have some issues with this calendar. So I'm not sure, again, you got my entire stream open, but
I do, yes.
So where's it at?
It's on my other monitor here, so I can see your screen, but my chat can't.
Okay, that's fine. So they just have to believe me when I say this. But so we got the Water Festival that will be going on from the 15th to the 20th, which means in the middle of that, it'll be going on July the 19th. Also that same day is Gigantamax Max Battle Day. And also that same day is the start of the summer concert. So I'm like, there's 3 things going on the same day. And then the very next day, the 20th, the Water Festival ends on the 20th. Normally probably gonna be like 8 p.m. local, something like that. Also, we got July Community Day event, which is Crashly, and also the summer concert is still going on. So on that weekend, we have 3 events going on at the same time on 2 separate days. And I'm like, what? Like, how is that going to work? So I'm kind of curious to see if that was a typo, or is that... So what is it about that summer concert? I do have a little interest in that to see how that will work. Knowing the fact that there will be 2 other events going on at the same time and on 2 separate days. So I'm kind of confused about that. But I am looking for that towards that 9th anniversary. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most, to be honest. But yeah, what are your thoughts about what I said about 3 events going on at the same time on 2 separate days?
Yeah, that's interesting. When you look at the calendar there, it kind of looks like they're sequential. You have to look closely and read the dates, which I didn't. But like you pointed out, there's a lot of overlapping events, which is definitely confusing and doesn't really make sense. But maybe when we get the details, it'll make more sense. Maybe there'll be some synergy between the bonuses of the events. But it's also possible it's just too much and it's overwhelming and hard to focus on one thing. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Right, yeah. Let me see. Tyler, what's up? They showed to live stream, and that's too much for one weekend. Yeah, I agree, Ronan. I totally agree. Let me see. Punk T said, Gimmighoul has its shiny debut. Actually, you want this very badly. Since the form it has and Go is available on the Switch. So yes, it is. That 9th anniversary one is a Go exclusive. Yes, that is true. We won't get shiny melted this anniversary. Correct. We will not get that. Who Missy Go? You talking about who's Pinky? You talking about me? But
your mic cuts out every now and then.
Oh, okay. Let me turn this down then.
Discord might be clipping you out.
Oh, you know what? It is Discord. It is Discord. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Especially since I'm gonna be playing Phasmo later tonight too. Let me see. Let me take care of that. The input, we want this. Okay, that should be fine. Hopefully that's fine. Okay, let's switch it up now. Let's go back over here. And okay, so there's one topic left on the show, and I don't know if you have this, but I'm gonna ask anyway. So while we was in New York City, Jersey City, and I'm not sure you can see this, but this came in the mail in my house where I was out in Jersey City. I was wondering, do you have one of these?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So for my chat, you can't see his screen, but I highly encourage you to pull up Tru's stream.
Actually, they should be able to see it. They should be able to see it. There you go. Yeah.
There you go. Now you can see it. So actually, Tru has like this list of topics, and he's going down the list, which is really nice. I like that. So Switch 2, I actually do have one, and it's still in the box because it came. I don't know about you, but mine came while we were in Jersey for GoFest.
Yep, same here.
And then I came home from Jersey, and then one day later I went to Paris, and then I guess we did have a little bit of a gap, but I was just exhausted, and then we had Global, and so I'm looking forward to unboxing it and getting a chance to play it. So I do have one. I would love to dig into it, hopefully this coming week.
Okay. So, well, I'll just show mine's off. Mario Kart World is great. It's better than the last Mario Kart. Its online gameplay is toxic as heck, but it's still a great game. Scarlet Violet is so much improved on the Switch 2. It is phenomenal on the Switch 2. And then, no, Mr. Gold, that's not happening, but welcome to the live stream, that's not happening. But yeah, the Switch 2 is nice. Obviously, there's some complaints about it. So, for example, Mario Kart World, I got the bundle with Mario Kart World. So basically, that game for me was like $50. But if you were to get it separately, I think that game is either $80 or $90, which is as great of a game that is. It's not worth $80 or $90 in my opinion. There's
It's
that.
80, yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth that. I would probably say it should be worth 60, maybe 70, because that whole open world feature is not all that it's cracked up to be, and apparently a lot of people felt the same way. And then also, despite that game, there's nothing really that came out with the Switch. Like, there's other games, but they're old games, or they came out on other consoles. Like, for example, Street Fighter 6, like that was on the PS5 and the Xbox, and some other games like Cyberpunk, that's been out already. So it's like their lineup in terms of the games that they have when the Switch first dropped isn't strong. And I guess a lot of people rain on that Donkey Kong, or as I like to call it, Donkey Blank Blank. But y'all can probably figure out what the blank blank stands for. But when I first came home from Jersey City, I was playing it a lot. And at the time, it was my favorite console to play because I like how it looks. The graphics are phenomenal there. And I really liked it. But I kind of fell off of it because I need new games to play on it now. So, and I'm trying to get back on Assassin's Creed, which means getting back on my Xbox. So, but the Switch 2 is still a good console in my opinion. It just needs more games, in my opinion.
Maybe we'll have to drop in a Lander Alpha game night and do some Mario Kart together. I would like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Legends EA. Are you going to be streaming that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I will be streaming that without question. So in terms of Lando's game night, obviously he got his as well, but he wanted to give people more time to get a Switch 2 before he started doing game night on the Switch 2. So that's right. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while before we get to that. But once that happens, I will not only will I be a part of that, but I will be streaming that as well. Dang, I'm out of coins. So I can't join any more Pikachu raids. I need to get more money. Okay, so there you have it with that. All right, so that's pretty much all the topics that I have for this month's edition of the Tru Inferno Show. Carly, shut your mouth. Mexico, be quiet. Tigers did good tonight? Nice, I love to see that. But anyway, Dittobase. So since you're the guest, is there? I'm pretty sure you're gonna continue to be live, right?
I'm tired from GoFest weekend. I actually went live a little bit early before the show to kind of go over my catches. So if anyone tuning in late, you can check the VOD if you want to go over my catches. So no, I'm after this is over, I might have a little bit of a chat with my chat here, but I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. So with that said, any final thoughts before I sign out? Because I'm about to sign out myself. I need to work on tomorrow's video and play fast mode. So any final thoughts you have?
I've got some videos to edit as well, but I am not as strong as you. I'm going to go to sleep first and wake up and then edit. The video is supposed to be out, should have been out this morning at 8 a.m. But I couldn't. After I walked like 12 miles, 13 miles yesterday for GoFest, and I just came home and fell asleep. Woke up this morning, tried to edit the video, got about halfway done, and then I was like, I gotta go. We got a meet up at 8 a.m. Time to raid. So the video did not get out, but I'm still gonna push it through, even though it's gonna be late. I think it's just better late than never. Anyways, final thoughts. GoFest season has been awesome. It's been really cool hanging out with you tonight. Thank you for having me on the podcast. This is my first ever time on a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll have my own podcast one day or something, but I would love to do this again sometime. So thank you. This has been a blast. I appreciate you coming up with some awesome, exciting topics to go over and keeping us on track tonight. I think my chat liked it too. It was a pretty lively chat over on the Dittobase Twitch tonight as well. Follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/Dittobase. Check out my website, dittobase.com. I'm a software engineer by day, building a Pokemon and Pokemon Go website. Check that out. That's it for me. Thank you so much, Tru.
No problem. Yeah, thanks for joining. So yeah, yesterday I did my entire day one walking all day yesterday. You know, the sun was out, the heat was out. I did take a break to get some lunch, and I ate that in my car with the AC on, but then I went back, walked it off. So here's the funny thing that happened. I had everything lined up. I was like, I'm going to a new park, which is kind of far from my house, like 25, 30 minutes, whatever. And I was like, I was going to go to a sushi buffet restaurant. As soon as day one ended, I was going to go straight there and eat sushi. And I'm noticing that I got two phones. I got my Pogo only phone, and I got my phone. So anybody want to call me, text me, that's my phone there. Because I don't want nobody calling me on my Pogo phone. So, or when I'm playing Pogo at all. So my regular phone's blowing up, and it's my boys, my day one boys. They were like texting each other, and I have no clue what they were talking about because I was busy playing the game and getting content. And then I sat down and I read the text messages, and one of them was last minute was hosting the barbecue like 30 minutes after GoFest ended. And I'm like, well, so much for me getting sushi. So I had to run home, change clothes, freshen up, and then I went to his house, and yeah, we had fun last night. We was, barbecuing, playing spades, chatting up. And then I didn't think I got home until like 1:45 in the morning. And I woke up late because I did not feel like getting up, because I only had like 5 hours of sleep or something like that. And I just went back to sleep for another hour or so. And not to mention, the only shinies I was focused on was on the Hypnotic Tundra, which was the 3rd hour. So I was like, I just wake up close to 10, play, go fast a little bit during that hour, but still be out to do the other stuff. So, but yeah, yesterday was crazy. But yeah, chat or Ditto's chat, you can find me, Tru Inferno, no E in Tru, on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, Spotify, Bandcamp, trueinferno.bandcamp.com. I'm on YouTube Music, Apple Music, iTunes Music. I have a special announcement coming up sometime next month regarding new music. And I'm going to say, and you guys hearing it first, if anybody called Lyoko fans, you're going to love it. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to love it. So, Ditto, are you going to Worlds this year?
I'm not. So I actually applied for the content creator and got rejected.
Oh,
denied.
Okay.
And I could have signed up for the spectator pass and still gone and made content. But with all the money I spent going to Paris, I decided against it. So I probably will not be at Worlds this year. I know you'll be a featured creator, right? You're a featured creator at Worlds.
What's the term? I think they calling me a noticeable. Is it a noticeable trainer thing? I know I'm gonna have free access. Hashtag free access, but I think they call it noticeable trainer.
You'll be a content creator there. So I'll be watching your streams from home, and I'll probably be making some content, from my side of the world. But I would love to go. Hopefully next year they accept me as a content creator.
All right.
Fingers crossed. We'll see. Maybe I'll just come out as a spectator if they don't. But yeah, I won't be at Worlds.
Okay. So what's going on right now is the folks that qualify. So in this case, Pokemon Go PvP, they get extra spectator pass and they actually sell them. So I was able to find a bunch of competitors who are selling spectator tickets. Like I got 2 for 2 of my friends already. So like they're always available. Like they're always available. Like so yeah, let me know because I know where to go to try to find those
you got
qualifiers.
Okay,
I guess.
I'll think about it. I have some family out in LA, so it could be fun to go as a spectator. And I mean, I could still live stream, and there'll be like Pikachu raids or something, right? Just like there was in Hawaii. Did you go to Hawaii?
Yep, I was out there too.
Awesome. Yeah, I wasn't there for that, but
so
it looked awesome.
So fun fact, yesterday and even this year, Worlds is taking place either during or around my birthday.
Oh, that's awesome. You got to go out to dinner or something for your birthday. That'd be awesome.
So the plan is, first of all, my birthday this year, the day after Worlds, but last year it was on Championship Sunday. This year we're going to Disneyland. So
okay. In LA?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since like Worlds literally next door to Disneyland, so it's like we gotta go.
Absolutely. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
So yeah, so hopefully next year, obviously next year is in San Francisco. So you talked about that earlier with their train system, and I've been there once before too. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting in terms of next year Worlds. But
the buses in San Francisco are okay. It is walkable, unlike LA. San Francisco is very walkable. I actually lived there for a decade. So I'm gonna go to San Francisco, even if it's not as a content creator. I will be there because I love that city.
Okay, yeah. San Francisco's cool. Yeah, I've been on the Golden Gate Bridge. So that was fun, and then I got scared and I left the bridge, so I couldn't cross it.
It's not that bad.
All right, so that's gonna do it. So the next time I will be live for the Tru Inferno Show here on YouTube, it would be on July the 27th, same time. What's the event? There's an event going on that day. What was it? I just want to double check, see what it was again. July the 27th. Let me double check and see what's going on that. Oh, here it is. This is the tab I want. July the 27th. It's obviously a Sunday, but I don't remember if it was a one-day event or multi-day event. Oh, okay, yeah. The Steel and Scales event will end on that day. Okay, so yeah, nothing important there. All right, so. And I already have a special guest for that one, so I'm not going to reveal who it is yet. I need to double check with them to see if they remember that they are a special guest on that. This is the Tru Inferno Show. And obviously, we're going to be talking about Worlds since Worlds is the month after, and my special guest is going as well. So yeah, again, shout out to Dittobase for joining me on this show for this month. And make sure you follow him on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. I need to follow you on YouTube as well. And you said more likely TikTok and anything else like Blue Sky or Threads?
Oh, I'm everywhere. Yeah,
okay.
I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Threads, X, Instagram, TikTok.
Yep.
YouTube, Twitch. It's Dittobase everywhere except for Twitch, where I have the underscore at the end because somebody has Dittobase apparently on Twitch.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh wait, what's wrong here? And I'm like, oh, you got the underscore here. Okay.
I don't know. It's Dittobase everywhere though, besides Twitch. And if most of you are already on Twitch, so yeah, Dittobase everywhere. My chat, go follow Tru Inferno, OG Pokemon Go content creator. Check out his videos. He's always on top of the news, dropping videos almost daily, it feels like. So check him out over on YouTube, Twitch. You're on Instagram too.
Yes.
Thank you again for having me on the show, Tru.
Yeah, no problem.
I hope we do this again sometime soon.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. I like to get new fresh faces on here, but if I had to do a lap around, then yeah, I'll get you back on here, no problem.
Do a lap around. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna let you do your thing, and then I'm gonna sign off. So yeah, thanks for joining, man.
Thank you.
All right, you too. Thanks. And okay, so there you have it. So yeah, shout out to Dittobase for joining. Very cool dude. We actually met up and Go Tour in February. Lando put me on the Dittobase, so I was like, yeah, bring him on. And then for the meetup that we did, so yeah, as he said, he was like a last minute entry for the Go Tour meetup out in Pasadena. So that was fun hanging out with Dittobase. It was fun hanging out with him again at New York at for our meetup at Bryant Park and all that jazz. So yeah, shout out to everybody who joined in from Dittobase's stream. We're gonna be back at it next month on July the 27th rather. So yeah, you do not want to miss that. Carly, you don't do contests, so no. Okay, so like I said, new video will be out tomorrow. I need to work on it right now before I play Phasmo, because the person who I normally play Phasmo with is not live yet. They're late. So yeah, there you go with that. I'm gonna call it a wrap now. So with all that said, y'all know this is this boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all. Now see y'all next time. Yeah.